I'm going to be teaching you this song in a key that isn't the key of the song, I don't think, but I find it to be easier to play. So I want to point out, before we start, I want to point out a couple things to you. One, I want to point out to you this E major scale. And if you don't know what that is, I'm not going to take the time to show, because it's not that important. If you do know what it is, it's kind of an interesting way to think about it, because this song has a lot of parts that move in what's called parallel thirds. I think it's called parallel thirds, where the root and the third of a scale sort of move up at this along the scale, one note at a time. So forget about that if that's confusing. If it's not, maybe that'll help you a little bit. But so let's learn the intro first. We're going to be playing an A minor chord, A, C, and E. And you're going to be playing like this. I play it with two hands, just at least until you figure out what the notes are, and you can figure out your own way to put it into your hands. And you're going to just be playing this repeated, and this left hand is going to walk down half steps from this A until we get to there, and then it's going to be a little different. So watch, you're going to alternate hands, so watch. And when you get to there, the right hand's going to do this. It's just going to walk down white notes. Three times until you play this E major chord. I like to play sometimes an E major 7, but that's an E, a G sharp, and a B. So altogether it's like this. You're going to be playing an A minor chord, A, C, and E, and just walking down that bottom part until you get to the F, and then this is going to do a couple of little jimmies down, and then a D. So like this. You can play 7 if you want. Otherwise, forget about it. So here's the intro. That time I played it with my hands like this, so that you can have it be a nice legato, smooth move between each of those parts, instead of staccato where it sort of has to jump. So but whatever, you can play it any way you want, any way you can. For now, let's just get the notes. So the verse is going to be like this. It's going to be A minor, Michel, Michel, or you can just play an A minor, Michel. Then you're going to be playing an F major, so you slide everything down 2 white notes. Ma belle. Then you're going to move everything up 1 white note to a G. These are words that... Then back down to that F. Go together. Then that E7. Well, so I'm going to take a step back for people who were like a little bit confused by that. Look at the chords that we're mostly using. We're mostly using a little like white note chords that skip every other one. I call them W chords, but that confuses some people. Think about playing white notes that skip every other one. So we're going to be playing an A minor at some point. That's A, C, and E. An F major, F, A, and C, F, A, C. A G major, which is G, B, and D. And this E7 comes into play a lot, or even just an E major would work. And that's E, G sharp, and A. So let's see if we can play a whole verse, and I'm going to try and plow through it. Remember, I only have 10 minutes, so I can't spend forever on all this stuff. But if you have a question, please feel free to send me an email or a message or leave a comment, and I'll do my best to answer it. Let's do the intro first. Michel, ma belle, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble. Jump the gun a little bit there. Très bien ensemble. So that little très bien ensemble, or my Michel, that sort of part at the end of the little verse phrase. It just goes back to an F and then back to that D. So in order of the chords we'll be playing to get one like half of a verse or one phrase, it's A minor, mi, shall, F major, my belle, G major. These are words that F major go together. E7 or just E major. Well, F major, my, mi, E major, shall. And if you want to get, well, we'll do the fancy part later. Then it repeats. Mi, shall, A minor, F major, ma belle, G major, sont, mots, F major, vont très bien ensemble, E major, F major, très bien ensemble, and then I love you. You're gonna hang on that A minor a little bit long. So that's basically the verse. I'm gonna try and repeat as much as I can within the time frame. Getting a little low on time, so I'm gonna have to clip along. But I'll show this to you once. Michelle, my belle. These are words that go together well. My Michelle, Michelle, my belle, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. I love you, I love you. So this is the new part that we're learning now, the I love you part. That's in A minor. I love you, A, C, and E. I love you, I love you, I love you. I think it's an F. F major, F, A, C. That's all I want to say. C major. C, E, and G. Then back to this sort of strange E. E major. Until I find a way. Except this little part, until I find a way. I'm going to teach you kind of a fancy way to play it. If it's too much, just go E7, way, A minor. I mean E major, A minor. But you can also play until I find a way, I will say. So what I'm doing there, I'll slow it down for you, is almost like that chord, that scale that I showed you at the beginning. You're doing parallel thirds. So left hand is playing E, right hand is playing G sharp. So you got your E major there. Until I, now find is F sharp and A. Find A, G sharp and B, way. Now you're playing an A minor chord. Or you can just do an A and a C and keep going up white notes. See that pattern? I will say, now you're sort of doing something very similar to the intro. I will say A minor, A, C, E. I will say the only half steps walking down to my left hand. Words I know that you'll understand. Just like the intro. Now I'm going to teach you one little other part, which is like this cool bridge. My Michelle, ba 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 ba. So that part is, instead of playing this A minor, which you're playing a lot during the song, you suddenly make it an A major. So this C part goes up a half step. So you're playing A, C sharp, and E. How are we doing on time? Oh, jeez. Ba, 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 ba. There's your A major scale. Ba, 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 ba. Now, I'm just going to teach you the chords since I'm running out of time. D minor, F major. So, A major, 2, 3, 4. D minor, F major, G major, F major, E7, F, oops, ba, ba, E7 or E major. So I'm going to just play it for you once so you can follow my hands, then I gotta go because I'm running out of time. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, that's it. I'm out of time.